What's up, Blade Breakers? What's up, Blade Breakers? All right, this is kind of getting old, right? Don't you think, guys? Well, we're gonna keep going. How about that? There you go. They don't even stay up. All right, Blade Breakers, we have 6 of these. I don't know. Here, let me zoom out. That's how many we've got, all right? Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and record the unboxings one by one, and then I'll just make sure to post the Tyranno Beat one first. So that's the prize bay, Tyranno Beat. We're gonna here, we'll do how about the bottom one? Or do you guys want the right one? We'll go this one. We'll just kind of see which one this is. Maybe we'll get lucky. They still have the tape and everything on them, so obviously you'll see in just a second. I haven't peeked or anything like that. There's no way for me to know which one this is. I can't tell if this is gonna be Tyranno Beat or maybe it is not. Even right now, when you have it like this. So this booster comes with 6 bays, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a video for each one just because you guys know I love Beyblade, and overall that's the reason we're here, is for a Beyblade unboxing, right? So we're gonna do one of each, and unfortunately I can't tell if this one is Tyranno Beat or not. Let's find out. It's a black ratchet. Is that the one he comes with? It is not. Okay, so this is not Tyranno Beat. It is one of the other bays, but it does have the quake bit. That's actually perfect. I will go ahead and just keep unboxing this guy because I get to show off the quake bit right here. And it is the Shark Edge. So this is probably the one I would have picked to unbox, probably third if I was gonna unbox them all one at a time or all at once. This is probably the one I would have wanted to unbox, the third one. So Tyranno Beat is the prize bay, and as you can see from the boxes, I still have them out. This is the Shark Edge recolor, and Tyranno Beat's the red one, so we don't have that one out yet, so we're gonna unbox this one first, just to show you guys that I really did just open one up. I was actually really hoping it was Tyranno Beat, because on the Shinobi unboxing, I actually pulled the Shinobi first, right? So the main prize bay, I pulled first. So that's the colorway of this one. You can see it's got a quake bit, and this is white. So it does show up decently on here, but the quake bit does have the gears that go all the way down here to that. So it's, is it gear quake? I don't think so. It just says Q, so I don't think it technically counts as a gear, but it's basically if you just cut off a gear flat. And so now this is going to be very unstable in the stadium. So I will do a test launch probably with this guy right here, just because we have him and you can see how the quake bit reacts when we're doing this. But I'm not going to battle this guy because I only have the one, and that was all I was able to procure. So unfortunately, I'm not going to ruin him and battle him and stuff like that. We'll wait for the Hasbro ones and we can trash those instead. So now this is actually the ratchet. So we've talked about this before. You can see on the ratchet here, it is a 60. And then you can see it's the same as this one, except with less of the protrusions. And then this is an 80, so it doesn't have the skirt that the 80 has. So this is a 160. If you guys didn't know, it's because there's one of these, one protrusion. So that's why it's called 160, because there's one point, and this is a 60 ratchet. So that's the height of it. I actually really think this is going to be a good one. I think 160 is a great ratchet for Shark Edge. And the quake bit, I actually have not even tested yet. So we'll go ahead and test that in just a second here. But this is one of the other bays, and in my opinion, probably the second coolest looking bay of this pack. And yes, I am including Tyranno Beat. I am not really a dinosaur fan. I never really was. Maybe when I was like 4 years old, I liked dinosaurs, but even then, the T-Rex was not my favorite. So I do enjoy the T-Rex Bit Beast. I think that's really cool. But in terms of like comparing that to Shark's way cooler. You guys already know I love Shark Edge from the original generation. I was actually a pretty decent big fan of Fornius from Burst, but that's because he was in Iger's series, which I thought was the best one. So here is this edge here, right? This is the point that gets that upper attack when you're going to try to burst bays, and the lower you are, the better that's going to be. So with the ratchet, you can see here, this is kind of along with this defensive piece here that's not actually going to make contact. So if you're going to place the ratchet here and then you close it, it's going to be pretty close to this point, right? And then if you are saying, okay, well, I want to switch it up and see if I can balance it a little bit, this is actually one of those where you can't do that. It's going to be in the same spot for both of them because of the way the contact points are when you're putting the bay together. So I would say it's a really good ratchet to pair with Shark Edge, and I really love the black. I cannot wait. We're going to just go ahead and weigh this for you guys here. Kind of give you a taste of what this guy weighs. 34, is that right? 34.64. That's a pretty good weight. I know a lot of people are... Let's get the clicks here real quick. Yeah, not as satisfying as usual, but that's a pretty good weight. 42.8. So to kind of give you an example, this is 46. So that's only 4 grams lighter than the heaviest bay. And this is 36. So 36 and 42. So you can see it's actually a pretty heavy bay. It's not one of those ones that you're going to be like, oh, it's too light, so I'm not going to get it or anything like that. I don't think you really need to worry about that with Shark Edge. I think overall, this is a good pickup. I would say it's about average. If you're looking at all the bays here, if you are not somebody who wants Quake, the blue Hell's Chain is pretty cool, but I would say most of you probably want the Shark Edge. So maybe it's fitting that we unbox this one first. And I really, honestly, I do like the white Quake driver. It's really clean. I would have liked actually a white ratchet and a red driver. That would have been really, really cool. And I might actually switch it out for a different driver if we end up battling when the Hasbro one comes out. But there it is. I think it also fits well with the red string launcher. That looks really cool. You guys know a black color palette for a bay, if you're going to be combining those different colors, is always going to make people enjoy it. I think anytime you do a black recolor, you basically just automatically win instead of the piss recolors that we've been getting. There's not one here, but the orange one, the orange drawn dagger is the one I'm most worried about because that one looks really, really bad. So let me know what you guys think. I cannot wait to put this guy away and never touch him again. Hopefully the Hasbro one is not too far away because I'm really excited to see that. And then we'll go ahead and just do a quick test launch to see how this Quake bit is coming along here. And we'll zoom out just a bit more so you can see most of the stadium, not really the whole extreme line, but here we go. Test launch. There you go. He's super scared. He's got the pre-launch jitters. Very interesting. You can see the stamina's not the greatest. Let's try a tilt launch and see if a tilt launch is going to be ideal. Very interesting. Okay, so you guys can see the tilt launch actually worked really well. I wasn't expecting it to be super crazy or anything like that, but I do think that the Quake driver actually launched really well when you tilt it. And the assumption for me anyways is that if you tilt launch it, it's going to be level, right? So instead of being off kilter like this, it's going to be like this when it's launched, and it's going to kind of spin like that. So overall, I think that it's a decent driver, kind of more of a fun troll driver almost, that most of you guys are probably going to enjoy. I think they had one in Burst, I believe, but I think the main one that comes to mind is Storm Capricorn had a really nice performance tip that made him jump around, but the bay itself was very bad. So let me know what you guys think of the Quake driver and this Black Shark Edge. I think he's really cool. I really love the color on this, and the red looks really clean as well. So Blade Breakers, we will see in the next one. Take a guess in the comments about which one we're gonna unbox next.